I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Whew. Good stuff. Have you said the Pledge of Allegiance as an adult? It takes on kind of a whole new interesting liberty and justice for all. All. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. Today is Thursday, you guys, which means that it is actually vlog day. And yeah, I got a full vlog planned out for you guys tonight. I think we're going to be going through all the segments. I definitely have a beer tasting in front of me. There's a little bit of a liquid tasting a little bit later on. We have a retro vaping. I have some mail, not a ton of mail, but some mail, including a gift from Kent. Kent Hill, Twisted Messes, got me some sort of gift. He hit me up and he asked for my address. He's like, I just bought you a present. And I'm like, that is so sweet, man. That's cool. That's cool. Just buying your friends presents outside of holidays or birthdays or anything like that. I think that's great. So I do got a gift. I got a gift from Kent. I got some vape mail. There's a whole bunch going on in the news. And I know on the thumbnail I put, what did I put? Countdown to the rally. So it's not really I don't have a countdown. There's no like official countdown on the rally. I just wanted this vlog to be like the pre-rally hype vlog. Let's get hyped. Let's get active. I think this rally is going to be really, really great. I've said it in the past. I think it's going to be a really huge component to this whole discussion. I think we're going to look back at the rally as a real like pivotal moment, just because it's happening at the perfect time, you guys. It's happening at the perfect time. Saturday, we're waiting to hear about this flavor ban. It's still up in the air as far as I know. It hasn't been announced yet. Dash Vapes is in the house. Welcome, Dash Vapes. Jeremy V, I see you there. I can't do that thing where I put the timestamps down here anymore on the video, but my main man, Jeremy V, in the chat, I already saw you there, Jeremy V. Appreciate you being here, man. He's going to have all of the links down in that first comment below. It's going to be pinned right underneath this video, and we're going to be doing super chats at the end of every segment. Segments, super chats. That's when I think that's the best way to do the super chats. They always pile up there a little bit at the end, though, don't they? So let's just get this vlog. Rolling. We're going to be drinking some beer. We're going to be talking about what I've been vaping. I got some cool new stuff to talk about, and I guess we'll get this started off with that one favorite thing. So I don't really have my one favorite thing that is my favorite thing where I get to hear from one of my subscribers, but I do have a little bit of a story for you, a little bit of a personal story for you. So my dad's watching right now. Well, hello, Frederick Green. Welcome to the vlog. My dad sent me this great picture. He sent me an email. He sent me a text that said, hey, check your email. I sent you a great picture that you're going to want to see. And so he sent me this picture, and it's a picture of me. I'm not even one yet. I just am like this little like chud goblin baby, just a weird looking baby. And it's a picture of me and my grandfather, Grandpa Green. And the really bummer part about this is I never got to know my grandfather because smoking took his life way too young. Way too young. So I'm going to read this email. First of all, let me show you the picture. Because it's amazing. Look at that. Look at little GrimmGreen. Look at Grandpa Green. I have no memory of this. Obviously, I have no memory of this because I'm just like I said, a tiny little chud baby. Just a tiny little chud baby. So my dad sent me this email and he said, this is one of the photographs. This is one of the only photographs that exist. You were only 2 months old. Grandpa Green, while he was still healthy, came to Tahoe just to see you. He was 66 years old in this photograph. I wish you could have gotten to know him, but smoking did kill him. The only other photograph of you two is just before he died. If vaping had been around, he would have loved it. Keep on doing what you're doing. I will, Dad. thank you. You know, my dad's amazing, and he's always supported me. He's always had my back, and thank you. I will keep doing what I do. There's a little bit more information here on because it's partially through email, like partially through text messaging and things like this. So I'm going to try to go back and find I'm trying to go back through these text messages. Yeah, he said, I've been looking for this picture for weeks. Originally, it was a slide I shot on a Hasselblad, which was brand new at the time. He could only stay for a day, and it was the only time he ever came to Lake Tahoe. 2 months later, he was diagnosed with this first brain tumor and then had 3 brain tumors altogether operated on. And it was the 3rd operation. He only survived about a week after that. And it wasn't, as far as I know, it wasn't even... So it wasn't, my dad says he didn't actually die from the brain tumor operations. He says his veins were in such bad shape from smoking that after the operation, his veins basically collapsed. He had to have his left leg amputated because of this, and it is 100% related to the smoking. The smoking took its toll on Grandpa Green's veins, and he couldn't recover from surgery. He couldn't recover from surgery. His veins just collapsed. His veins just collapsed. And my grandfather was not a cigarette smoker until he enlisted, until he got shipped off in the Army. World War II, veteran, hero, American hero, got hooked on smoking in the Army because the United States government gives troops cigarettes in their rations. And now they're not even allowed to purchase less harmful vapor products due to health concerns. But cigarettes are still freely, widely available in the armed services. And I think that's crazy. And the government hooked him on nicotine. At the time, the only way that you could get it was through cigarettes. So that hooked him to cigarettes. Fast forward, I mean, the man was only 66 in that picture. Died not shortly thereafter that, but I never got to know him. Cigarettes kept me from knowing my grandfather, who I would have loved to know. And if vaping was around back then, we might have had a couple more years with Grandpa. You know? Maybe I could have been like a kid or like an adult and had a conversation with him. I can't do that now. Because of smoking. And people wonder why vapors are so fired up because we've all lost people to deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes. We've all lost parents and grandparents. And we're trying to break this cycle. It's a deeply personal issue, especially when you're a smoker and you've lost someone to smoking and you see where smoking goes with lung cancer and emphysema and COPD and death and blindness. And exactly, Angela Garrity, we're tired of losing our loved ones to cigarette smoking. There is a better way. I was going to say there's got to be a better way, but there is a better way. It's called vaping. It's called Welcome to Vaping. So thank you, Dad. I love you like crazy. Thank you for sending me that. Let's see that one more time. Yeah, look at me. Look at me and Grandpa Green. Grandpa Green with his full head of hair. I do not have a full head of hair. But I'm sorry I never got to know you. Thanks, cigarettes. Awesome. We need to break this cycle. And you know what? We were well on our way before the federal government decided to get involved, before overreaching governors in certain states, certain MSA payment receiving states decided to overreach with their government power and try to outright unilaterally ban something that's already illegal for people underage. Just want to remember that. It's still illegal for anyone underage to have access to vapor products. That's not good enough. So that's my one favorite thing. And what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to wash that down with some beer. The beer we're going to be tasting tonight, I think this came from Stan. I think this came from Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes. Oh, don't worry, Jamash. We're going to talk about Slimy Bloomberg a little bit later. We're going to try to get to Slimy Bloomberg by the end of the vlog. I think this came from Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes. I'm not 100% sure, but this is Bat Country Coffee Stout. Honestly, the label appeared to me. That branding is awesome. I love it. It is so appealing to me. So appealing to me. Would this fly in the vapor industry? Questionable, right? Would it fly in the vapor industry? I'm not 100% sure of that. But we have a Bat Country Coffee Stout. Flavored beer? Oh, Dash Vapes. I'm going to call you Dash Vapes if that's okay. 100% we will get beer in Washington, D.C. 100%. That's one of the things that I'm actively looking forward to is grabbing a beer with some high quality people. That's what I'm looking forward to. Coffee Stout. Can you believe the audacity of me to have a flavored alcohol product? Unbelievable. Just going to be pouring this over my keyboard once again into a tulip style glass. I know literally nothing. Zero about this beer. I may do... Oh, this was a dirty glass. Do you see all those bubbles? Party foul, GrimmGreen. Party foul. Wow. Well, mostly dirty glass. That's okay. Let's read the description here. This is from Fourth Tap Brewing Co-op. Bat Country Coffee Stout. That's it. That's all it says. And it's a coffee stout. So... we're going to have to turn to the internet. We're going to need Google to educate us here on the Bat Country Coffee Stout. Beer Advocate has it. So before we even read the Beer Advocate, cheers. Here's to you guys. Thank you for coming out. Happy Thursday, happy vlog day, and all that nonsense to you. Yeah, crazy. Thick, stouty, heavy coffee, heavy coffee flavor, and a really good. It tastes like a European dark roasted coffee in here. It's a very dark roasted coffee. It's got like a smoky component to it. When you have a really dense green coffee bean, you can roast it really very dark. You can roast it darker where other, lesser quality beans would just ignite into flames. You can take a really high quality dense green bean and just roast the crap out of it. You get this wonderful like smoky campfire flavor aroma from this coffee. That's kind of what I'm getting out of this. It tastes like a coffee stout, but it tastes like a French roast, like a really rich French roast coffee stout. And of course I have nothing to pair with it. Yig might be the only thing we can pair with this tonight. Donut Pounder would pair well with this. If I had some Donut Pounder, I would be doing it. I'd be doing the damn thing. And Addy Tooney, I see you in the chat there. Addy Tooney's always throwing really helpful links sporadically throughout the chat. And Addy Tooney, I'm not sure if you're including this, but if you wanted to include the Vapers Alliance website for the rally, United Vapers Alliance, just toss that in there, just throw that in there. I'm pretty sure at this point people have probably decided like, yes, I'm going or no, I'm not going. But if you're on the fence, check out the website. All the information's there about the rally, hotel blocks and why they're doing a rally and things like that. So figure maybe we can just throw that out there as well. So let's try some Bat Country Coffee Stout and some Yig because it's my vlog and I'm doing what I want. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Whoever called out Donut Pounder as a better pairing, probably right. Donut Pounder would probably be better. Yig is fine. Yig is acceptable. It's fine. It's acceptable pairing. It's not my favorite, but it's what I got to work with. Okay. Dang. That's actually pretty nice. That's actually a pretty nice little pairing there. Yig and the Backcountry Coffee Stout. Hope everybody has, their favorite vapes, whatever those may be, and your favorite beverages, whatever those may be. Beer, Fresca. I don't know. Does anybody drink Fresca? When was the last time anybody had a Fresca? I can't even remember the last time I've had a Fresca. But hope you got something with you. Right now, I just really want to quickly cover a few things that I've been talking about, and I have a funny shed time related story. Pretty funny shed time related story, I feel. So first of all, mostly what I've been vaping is just Grimm kits. I have a bunch of Grimm kits set up, and that's kind of pretty much all I've been vaping. They all have, so 2 of them have the same liquid in them. These 2 have Yogi Blueberry Granola. This one has 12 milligram Deep Cuts Psycho Crawler in the mouth to lung. Oh, and it's wonderful. It's delicious. And this has 40 milligram, which is way above my nicotine comfort level. 40 milligram isn't something that I want to vape regularly. I save 40 milligram for things like, Disneyland, right? Like if I can only vape like once every few hours, it's going to have to be a little bit higher nicotine. And so I filled up one of the Grimm kits with 40 milligram Prickly Smooth Salt. Does anybody remember the Prickly Smooth liquid that I had not too long ago that I kind of, in a 3 milligram, I just fell in love with it? Well, this, unfortunately, I'm very sad to report that the Prickly Smooth Salt, it's not the same. It's not the same. Normal nicotine steeps and changes the flavor of an e-liquid. Salt does not, and it affects the overall flavor profile of the liquid. Atarzu Raza. I don't know when it's going to be available in Germany. I'll talk to Gene from Hell Vape and get some specifics on when it's going to be released in certain countries if you'd like me to. I can definitely do that and let you know. I'm not sure. Prickly Smooth, the 3 milligram in a Cloudsbro Cloud setup, in a hobby setup, is baller. In a mouth to lung 40 milligram salt nick, it kind of takes on like a different feeling characteristic. It's still a little bit prickly smooth, but I get like this distinct, and I don't know how to say this any other way, like a clean bathroom type of flavor. And I know that doesn't make much sense, but have you ever like freshly cleaned your bathroom? Done the whole thing, 409, cleaned the toilet, did the ring around the tub. And then when you walk back into it, it's like, oh, this smells like a clean bathroom. I kind of get that flavor out of this. It has like a little bit of that grapefruity, prickly flavor to it. And then on the exhale, all I can think about is a freshly cleaned bathroom, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's like a lemony component, like a pledgy sort of bleach. No, there's not bleach. It's not like a bleachy. It's just a weird flavor. There's no added, Mowgli. Okay, well, squash that right away. There's no ammonia or bleach or anything in this. It's just e-liquid. It's just e-liquid. Lemon Pledge, 3 milligrams, sold. No, it's not lemony. It's citrusy. It's grapefruity, but it reminds me of like a freshly cleaned bathroom, and there's no other way I can put that. Freshly cleaned bathroom. Or like a bathtub. It's got like a bathtub flavor. I can't explain it. It's just going to be one of those things. Like, if you really want to experience the Prickly Smooth Salt, you might have to just break down and try the Prickly Smooth Salt. And one of the things that I really like about the Grimm kit, and this might seem stupid, is I like using all my old dorky drip tips on it. So this is the red Grimm kit that I've been rocking with the Vaporizzo sticker. That's what we call the Jafar drip tip. It's just a red matchy drip tip, and it looks dorky, but I don't care because I like it. Same thing goes for this. Put just a old school, old. This is an old Pure Smoker zip tip. These were some of the first drip tips ever on the market, ever in the vaping market. And I just like using all my old drip tips. And I promise I'll shut up about the Grimm kit. But for those of you that have one, One of my favorite things now to do with the Grimm kit, and I don't know why, this is a recent development of enjoyment, is I put in the mesh coil and I put 6 milligram in it and I leave the airflow fully open, but I still do a mouth to lung with it. I don't know why I find this so enjoyable. I get a tiny, tiny little throat hit. It's a real airy mouth to lung, like borderline obnoxious mouth to lung, but I love it. And I just keep doing it. And I just keep doing it. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. If you have a Grimm kit out there, let me know if you enjoy that. Like you saw earlier, I got my Titan with the Twisted Messes 24 Pro Series crystal cap, clear cap. What's that called? The Spectre cap? Eclipse cap. It's called the Eclipse cap. And this is the Titan that has a clutch on the inside. They engraved clutch on the inside. This is loaded up with Yig. We've already vaped that. Aspen Modco Monarch. This one is named Tropicana, and I absolutely love it. It's got the Eternal Vertical Coil RDA on top. This was recently switched over to Pony on Acid. I have Pony on Acid in 2 things. Look at this monster. Here's another thing I've been rocking recently. Yeah, that's the Bogan Odin right there. Dual 21 700 DNA 250C. Little box there. Great little box. Really been enjoying it. And then it's topped with a 30 millimeter death. What's this called? The Death Wish? The Death Trap. The Death Trap RDA. Death Trap 2 RDA 30 millimeter. And all this is a big old, like, that's got to be 4.5 millimeter single coil in there. Big 4.5 millimeter single coil. It's just a single coil deck, which I find so fascinating. So fascinating. Here, let's give it a vape here. Pony on Acid 0.4, 94 watts. Sure. I don't know. I just adjusted it to taste. Really, really good. My only gripe with this, and it's the same gripe I have with the Kennedy 28, that drip tip is silly. Look at that drip tip. It's just big. It feels too big. Every time I vape on this, I put the drip tip in my mouth, and I'm like, dude, that's too big. That's just an excessively big drip tip. A regular 810, I think would have been much more acceptable. In fact, let's see. Let's just see if an 810 fits in here. It looks like it should. There you go. There's an 810. Let's do the checkerboard. Let's do the ska drip tip, the DHD ska drip tip. Already 8,000 times more enjoyable than that gigantic drip tip. I've got Coil Turd and RDA for vaping sitting there on top of my original brass black Cerakoted Dreamer mech. You can kind of see it's like paint's coming off a little bit, paint's coming off a little bit. It's just a heavily used mech mod in there. But that's Coil Turd's RDA for vaping. It's a pretty banging little RDA, dude. It's a pretty banging little RDA. I've been vaping this Momo Drizzle Dream. Picked this up in the UK from Momo E-Liquid. This was their most popular one, Drizzle Dream. It's real weird. Vaping with Vinny, I have not tried the Flawless AF RDA yet. I kind of didn't know that was a thing. Did Flawless release another dripper there? Flawless AF RDA. All right. Well, shit. All right. I'll have to seek that out and give it a try. Yeah, don't give that drip tip to Matt SMM. No, he wouldn't be able to vape it. It just would be physically impossible for him to vape that, and that's okay. That's just fine. Yeah, just another dead battery. That's fine. Just another dead battery. And shit, I don't have it with me, but I'm also using that topside dang RDA combo. I don't know why I never have it with me. It's because it's in the kitchen so often, because I vape it in the kitchen like crazy, because the kitchen is like the hang spot, and that's where I leave that. So I still also have that going throughout the rotation. But that's kind of all I've been vaping. So there's another thing that I got. Death Wish mods. The Nostromo Conduit. Very super death metal, very super black metal. That's kind of what Death Wish mods has always done. It's a big DNA 250C brick. It's got two 18650s there on the inside. And I had it topped with this Kennedy 28 millimeter right here. Had it topped with the Kennedy 28 millimeter, but I don't know if I told this story on Tuesday Bro Tuesday or if it was in a Patreon stream, but sometimes, very occasionally, when I'm partaking in shed time, that's what we call, cannabis cast, shed time, when I was, it is a pretty gorgeous mod, dude. I kind of love this thing. It's so death metal. It's so perfect for me. It feels so beefy and is so metal, and I really like it. So sometimes when I'm partaking in shed time, I can't drip when I'm partaking, because the thing that I'll do is I'll just drip and then not vape and just sit around and be like, yeah, this is great. Oh, I should vape. And then I'll grab it and I'll drip again, and then I won't vape it. And I'll get into this routine of just constantly dripping, and I'll just keep dripping until it's like pouring out of the RDA, and my hands are all sticky and greasy from the liquid, and I don't even notice. And I'm like, let's just keep dripping, right? So I tried to break myself of that habit by grabbing the Kennedy, because with the Kennedy, you can just bleh. But I like to pop my coils. I like to pop the top and paint my coils. And I figure that could be a way so that I won't over drip during shed time. When I'm in the shed, I won't be over dripping. I can paint my coils, right? So the other night, it was going perfect, you guys. It was going perfect. I was vaping and popping and painting and vaping, and I'm like, I can use a dripper now in the shed, and I won't have to worry about over dripping. But what I did is, because I was in such a chain vaping session, grabbed my little bottle, and the coils were really, really hot, and I painted my coil, and I drug the tip of my bottle across my coils, and all that did was melt all of the plastic onto my coil, and then this just became plugged because the tip got melted shut. Turkish maize. The tip got melted shut, and I didn't notice, and I put it down, and I go like this, and I take a few pulls, and I'm like, tastes funny. Doesn't taste exactly like Turkish maize. I wonder what happened. That's weird. So I went to paint again. No liquid came out, and I realized that I had I took like 3 huge rips of like melted plastic coils. It was like Turkish maize plus plastic, plus nicotine, but also plus plastic. So I'm bummed I can't vape this right now. I have to do a full-on fresh reinstall of the coils on there, because I can't drip when I'm in the shed. It's just a thing I can't do. And apparently I can't pop and paint my coils when I'm in the shed either. That's just something I can't do. Glass dripper bottles. That's Ian. Whew. That's when glass dripper bottles would have been perfect. Yeah, Turkish plastic. New flavor coming soon from M-Turk. Turkish plastic. So gross. I know, it's so gross. This beer is really, really good. Really, really very good. So, what should we do now? Well, let's just open up the very, very small amount of mail I have, including a gift from our good friend Kent Hill. Got my British eyes only safety knife. The safety knife. The safety knife. British eyes is like, how come I never see you use your safety knife? And I'm like, because it couldn't cut air. It's just a big, dull blade. But if you want to see me really struggle, we'll try to use the safety knife. Try to use the safety knife. No, we're not going to use the No, this is Kent's gift. I have to save that for last. I'm going to open up this from, oh, Prohibition Juice Co. Well, that is a crazy-ass coincidence because the liquid that I have to vape tonight for the very random liquid tasting is a Prohibition liquid. Weird. Get out of my head, Prohibition. I think this is some more liquids. I think that's what this is. Oh. Vanilla scented garbage bag, of course. I think this is some more liquids from the fam over there at... It's not just a clever name anymore. Also, You Dig Root Beer, Heart, Prohibition Juice Co. All right. Is there a root beer flavor in here? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting? Yep. It's a bunch of Speakeasy. Speakeasy, I believe, is their root beer flavor. Is this all Speakeasy? Do I have a bunch of bottles of Speakeasy? Look at that. Speakeasy, 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 Speakeasy. Well, that is very, very gracious of you there, Prohibition Juice Co. I really appreciate that. I'll probably keep one of these bottles like that, and then I think these are going to go... I think these are going to be, $2 boxes sales for the patrons. Prohibition Juice Co. Speakeasy. It's funny because I was going through all my liquids trying to find a very random liquid tasting for tonight, and I found one from Prohibition Juice Co. called the 10th Amendment that I thought, well, that's really cool. 10th Amendment. That's awesome. I'm going to vape that in the vlog before the rally, and it's going to be so fitting. It's going to be so on message. It's like Prohibition Juice Co., 10th Amendment, the rally. It was a big thing planned. And then I packed up a bunch of boxes for giveaways, and then the bottle of liquid was gone. So someone in the Yo Cool Kids Club is going to end up with the bottle that I wanted to taste tonight. So whoever gets that package, I'm going to follow up with you and see how that liquid was. I'm going to follow up with you and see how that liquid was. I have another package here that's an Amazon package, but it says it's from a toy shop. It says East Toy Shop, and I have definitely not purchased any toys recently as much as I want to because there's a bunch of new Rise of Skywalker toys and things like that out. Toys, you guys, toys. So I'm assuming this is a gift, and I'm hoping there's a note on the inside. I'm really hoping there's a note. Oh. No, there's no note. Whoa. This is a limited edition Funko. Who bought this for me? Who bought this for me? I demand names. I demand answers. I demand names. Who bought this for me? Because that's super cool. That's amazing. It's a green, shiny, chromed out Yoda. Holy crap, that's cool. Holy crap, that's cool. Yeah, we're going to do the super chat. I promise we'll do the super chats right after Vape Mail. I kind of forgot. That's awesome. I love this. Funko Summer Convention 2019 limited edition. Is there supposed to be plastic on it? Maybe not. Maybe I'm not supposed to pull the plastic off. Dang, that's cool. Sweet. I'm going to put this, where can I put this? Can I put this over here? Yeah, sure. We'll put Yoda there for now. That's where Yoda will live. Awesome. Dude, 2 gifts in one vlog and a bunch of root beer e-liquid. Pfft. Awesome. Forget about it. All right. This is my gift from Kent. This is my gift from Kent. This is my gift from Kent. And I don't know what it is. What the what? It's underwear. Kent bought me boxers. Kent bought me boxers. Kent bought me boxers. Not just with stormtroopers on them, but with disco ball dancing stormtroopers. That's stormtroopers, and there's some disco balls in there. What the what? Can't. You know, I knew we were good friends, but I didn't know we were that good of friends. That you're going to buy me undies. This is amazing. Is that a weird bro line to cross? I don't think so. And even if it is, I don't care. Because I got boxers. Thank you, Kent. Thank you, Twisted Messes. You know, I'm sorry about the things I said about the TM30 and the TM cubed. I take it all back. I take it all back. Thank you for the boxers. Those are going to be my rally boxers. I'm going to wear these at the rally. Rally boxers, bro. Rally boxers. Stormtrooper rally boxers. Not if they have stormtroopers on them, then it's not weird. It's only weird if it was non-Star Wars, if it was something else. If it was like Twisted Messes logos all over it. Although I probably would still, I'd probably still rock them. I would rock, I mean, for the record, I would rock Twisted Messes boxer shorts. Just with those twisted, yep. You saw my manties. You saw my manties panties. Yeah, exactly. Kent's face. Kent's face all over it. Like, you know, upside down and then disco balls. Kent's face and disco balls. Why isn't that already on a pair of boxer shorts, Dash Vapes? Why isn't that already on a pair of boxer shorts, damn it? I love that. Holy crap, I love that so much. All right, well, thank you, Kent. I mean, seriously, thank you for the boxers. Where can I put these and have them be on display? Here, I'll put them over here. Ready? Cover the boxes with them. There you go. That's Kent's box. I thought my fly was down. Kent's boxer shorts. Or now my boxer shorts on display. Awesome. Thank you, Kent. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Oh, I wanted to give a quick shout out as well. Thanks, Ruby Roo. I just wanted to give a shout out as well to the person that did that opening graphic that I used during the hold, you know, like waiting for the stream to start, that United We Vape graphic. It was done by this dude on Instagram named One Sketch Boy. He posted it on his Instagram. This guy. Go ahead and give this guy a follow if you want to see some super dope art. Super dope art. He's a really good artist. In fact, I think that's him right there. There he is. That's One Sketch Boy. He's over there on the Instagram. I'll try to track down a link for anybody watching on the replay. It should be down in the description. But he did that logo or that graphic, this very cool United We Vape graphic. I just saw that. I thought it was really, really cool. I wanted to use it. I almost used it as a thumbnail, but we're going to use it for the hold time. I just thought that was really cool. So shout out to One Sketch Boy. He had done some art and stuff for me in the past that I used to have that I don't know where it is, but it was me as like a zombie stormtrooper. He drew me, my likeness, in a stormtrooper costume with like zombie head, and like it was very cool. It was very, very cool. I still have it. It's just not hanging up anywhere, but I wanted to make sure that he got proper credit for that. Well, dang. We're just chugging right along in this here vlog, so let's do what we do right now, and let's do a few of those there super chats. All the leaves are brown. All right, let's get to some of these super chats, you guys. Appreciate you hanging out, doing the super chat thing. Matt Sinister, very gracious of you. What's up, my brother? Grim Kit came today, filled it up with some Vulcan using the mesh coil. When are replacement coils going? The replacement coils should be available. They're going to be in a little green box like this. They should be readily available with the Grim Kits, Matt Sinister. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Matt Sinister again. Rip Trippers had the nerve to say you don't get any views. We're supposed to take him seriously with those red glasses on. Vaping is going nowhere. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm glad you brought this up because I'm going to defend Rip Trippers. I'm going to defend Rip Trippers into the ground. I will always defend Rip Trippers. I will always go to bat for Rip Trippers. That's just been my MO. I have always defended Rip Trippers. And the reason that I defend Rip Trippers is because it's like he said in that video. Did everybody watch his advocacy video? He's just a little bit disjointed and kind of all over the place, but he's clearly upset. He's clearly frustrated. And, I don't think he was taking a dig at me saying, GrimmGreen's videos don't get any views. I don't think that's the point he was trying to make. I think the point he was trying to make is that when someone does purely advocacy stuff, or purely, as he calls it, legislative advocacy stuff, it just doesn't get a lot of views. That's just the truth. That's been the truth my entire career. Instagram is the same way. You do an advocacy post, you get a few hundred likes. You post a picture of the 30mm death trap RDA, you get 2 grand likes. So advocacy in general just gets less exposure, less engagement than non-advocacy stuff. And I think that's more the point he was trying to make. I think that's the point he was trying to make. I didn't take what he said personally at all in any capacity. And when Rip Tripper says, the way that I do advocacy is continuing to do reviews, he is absolutely correct. That is the way that he does advocacy. Everybody does advocacy a little bit different. Everybody has their own method. Everybody has their own plan that they think is going to be the good plan for it. And what Rip Trippers does, and why I've always supported Rip Trippers, is there has never been a better recruiter to vaping than Rip Trippers. The dude's got 1.4 million subscribers. He has probably brought tens, if not hundreds of thousands of smokers from combustible tobacco cigarettes into the vaping world. Rip Trippers is essentially our recruiter. When I first started off on YouTube, my main goal was convert smokers. Tell as many people as I can about vaping and convert as many people as I can to vaping. That's the mission. That's the goal that I set out to do on YouTube. And there was a number of years where I saw Rip Trippers coming up and I thought, man, that dude is growing. That dude is blowing up, right? It took about a year. He shot right past me in subscribers. And as soon as that happened, I wanted to stand up and salute him and be like, go, like, don't stop. Keep going. You're going to reach so many people. So many people are going to quit smoking and start vaping because of Rip Trippers. So when he talks about the advocacy that he does is continuing to do reviews and continuing to grow the market and continuing to cultivate the industry, he's absolutely right. He recruits people, and that's why I respect Rip Trippers. I wish everybody would do advocacy, but everybody needs to do advocacy in their own way. And Rip Trippers needs to still keep converting smokers into the vape world. That's his niche. That's what he does. And I respect the hell out of him for it. He's helped so many people. And that's all I care about. That's all I care about is the amount of people that he has helped. And like, he's messed up in the past. He's spoken out of turn. He's done some weird videos, but ultimately none of that matters to me because he's stayed on the straight and narrow path of just recruitment. I love that we got that video up on his YouTube. That was a huge accomplishment. Over 80,000 people have already watched it. And I think that's incredible. The more people that watch that video, the better we're going to be, the better position we're going to be. I mean, if we can get into the hundreds of thousands of views with that video, I think it's going to be really, really good. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, at this point, all I care about is helping vaping and helping smokers. And if Rip Trippers is going to do that, and we have Danielle Jones' video, and we all have our little role in the big project, in the big machine of this, you know? So yeah, Rip Trippers, I didn't take anything he said as an insult. I only saw the frustration in his eyes, and I respect Rip Trippers. I'll defend Rip Trippers. I'll defend Rip Trippers until there's no more smoking in the world, and probably after that. Bridget, very gracious of you. Keep up the good work, Nick. Much love and hugs for all you do for me and my husband. We must keep fighting and keep vaping. Yeah. Absolutely. Let the frustration fuel you. Let the anger fuel you. And when you get knocked down and you feel burnt out, take a break. take a break. Take 24 hours off of the news cycle. Take 24 hours off of Twitter and see what that does. Take 24 hours off of reading constant anti-vaping propaganda and watching constant anti-vaping commercials. Just take some time off. Take a day. Self-care. Let the anger fuel you. Let the frustration fuel you. Ernie Horn, very gracious of you there. Crimson, what's up, Nick? How you doing? Was good meeting you at Expo, man. Did you think more about joining the ladies documentary? I think it could be rewarding. Yeah, I do want to get in. I very, very vaguely remember this about someone, and she was shooting a documentary. Obviously, I would love to get back in touch with her, Crimson. I would try to make that happen. Cooking with Kirby, thanks for all you do. Thanks for all you do, Cooking with Kirby. You cook and your name's Kirby, and you're adding two things to the world right now. Eifer, cute little baby Gween. Yeah, no, I look like a little hobgoblin. It's okay. I turned out all right, even with the throat tattoos. Dwayne Riggins, very gracious of you. Grabbed a $10 spot yesterday. Yo, yoy. Awesome. Well, welcome. I'll get you added as soon as I can, and we're heading off to the rally real early tomorrow morning. We got a real early flight out of LAX tomorrow, so I'm going to be gone all day tomorrow traveling, but I will get you added to that Instagram account as soon as I possibly can. Hey, Grimm, I wanted to thank you for everything you do. I own a small shop in Salem, Missouri, and have helped over 700 people quit. And P.S., thank you for retweeting my tweet. Yes, my pleasure. I don't recognize your name right now, but if I retweeted your tweet, that means that I saw that tweet and went, yeah, yes, hit the button, retweet that. Everyone needs to see this. Retweeting things is just one of my favorite things. You know, you always, on Twitter, you're always trying to think of and craft like the perfect tweet, that like perfect amount of characters with an article maybe, and it takes time and it takes like energy, and you think and you're like, oh, I have to be creative and I have to try to be funny and I have to be accurate. But when someone else has already done all that work for you, that's why I retweet so many Suck My Mod things. That's why I retweet Matt's stuff all the time, because he is good at Twitter. Skull to you, M. Dizzle. He's just good at Twitter, and I like retweeting his stuff. SCG Vapes. Hey, Nick, I'm currently active duty new U.S. Navy. Yep, vaping is banned on ships, but cigarettes still come in by helicopter for the ship's stores for sailors to buy. Vaping is banned on Navy ships, but they still get helicopter shipments of cigarettes. Just what is happening in the world? That makes me want to pull what little hair I have left out of my body. That's insane. I apologize for that. I expect more from our government to take care of our armed services, to take care of our sailors. And it's ridiculous that you can't have access to a less harmful alternative than cigarettes. Cigarettes. God. Anthony, very gracious of you. I'm sorry for everyone's losses due to cigarettes. Don't give up the fight. I cannot and will not give up the fight. I just don't have it in me. Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews. Can I get a late birthday for Skylar, my daughter? Absolutely. Happy birthday, Skylar. Happy birthday from Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews. I'm sorry I don't know your first name, but definitely happy birthday for Skylar. 100%. Joey, very gracious of you. I'm new, $10 patron. Good luck at the rally. I appreciate that. It's gonna be a big thing. Jeremy, you retracted your message, but very gracious of you. Thank you. Polay 6870. As always, thanks, Nick. Will follow rally from DK. So I'm thinking about live streaming the rally, and I don't know whether I should do it on YouTube or if I should do it on Instagram. I think I might do both. I think I might do some of it on Instagram, and I might do like an hour-long YouTube stream at the rally. I think that could be a very cool thing. I haven't quite just figured out what that looks like yet. It's probably just going to be from my phone, but I want to stream it. TT Vapes, fist bump for you. Very gracious of you. Land of the free and the home of the chud baby. Well, look, that's a little bit personal. That's a little bit hurtful to my feelings, CM. I called myself a chud baby. You guys can call me a chud baby. I don't care. All right. I'm going to pick back up here with Gustav when we get back to the super chats. But what we need to do right now, maybe a retro vaping, and it's not even really a retro vaping. It's kind of a retro vaping. Let's just get into it. How about let's have a retro vape? So, the retro vape that I have today isn't exactly a retro vape. It's something I have to re-wick real fast. It's not exactly a retro vape. It's kind of a retro vape if you consider like 2017 to be retro in any way. In any way. I recently found a box. You may have seen the video on YouTube, but I recently found a box of vape gear that I thought was missing. I thought I would never see these items again, but I did. I found them and I have these items again. Hang on. Zach, can I get a happy early birthday? My birthday is November 13th. Happy birthday, Zach. Happy birthday to Zach. Happy birthday to Zach. Well done, Zach. Happy birthday to you. I found this RTA, and I thought, man, I have not vaped this RTA in a while, and I really remember liking it. It made my top favorite, whatever vape stuffs of that year for that year. I mean, this was a really, really good RTA, and I figured as sort of in honor of Matt Cully being such a great vape advocate, we're gonna vape the Elevate. We're gonna vape the Serpent Elevate. Did anybody get a Serpent Elevate? This is the Serpent Elevate, and I'm excited to try it out again. I remember, like I said, really, really enjoying this RTA. Really very much enjoying it. I'm going to be popping this on the my one-of-one Hexome, Goat Hexome, the only one that exists. Got a big goat on the door right there. That's my Goat Hexome. Hexome, goat, yeah. It's just a single coil banger, as I like to say. I'm going to have to adjust this wattage to taste. Can usually kind of tell when you're dry firing, like where your wattage should be adjusted. I don't have any cotton bacon on me at the moment, so I've been testing out this other cotton. Holy fiber! Holy fiber. You deserve the best. It's cotton bacon-y. It really very much reminds me of the Kendo Gold. Does anybody remember the Kendo cotton? And they had Kendo, and then they had Kendo Gold. And this very much feels much more like the Kendo Gold. It's a little bit rayon-y. It feels like there's a little bit of rayon in here because when you squish it together, you can kind of hear that like you're walking on snow, like that squeaky snow, that really cold, dry, squeaky snow. That's what this feels like. It feels like that cold, squeaky snow. I don't know what I'm talking about. That doesn't matter. That has literally nothing to do with anything or how it vapes or anything. Why don't you guys stop me when I start talking about stupid things? Just, what? What? Yeah, Kendo Gold. Okay, Rick Martin. I'm glad you used to use it. I used to really like that cotton. You hate that sound in cotton, British Eyes? How? I mean, I know how. Why? Why would you hate that sound? Why? It's my Peter Griffin. So this was just a single coil. Like I said, I'm going to try to get this wicked up as cleanly and quickly as possible. Might have overstuffed it a little bit, but that's okay. So we're going to trim it long enough to tuck those wicks down. We're going to trim it long enough. Ooh, I don't know if I left enough cotton on there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're fine. We should be fine. Nope, we're not. We're not fine. Matt, we're not fine. Oh, I hope we're okay. We could be okay. Look, if I mess up, it's fine. You can just laugh at me later. That's fine. Oh, we'll be fine. Psh, I don't even know what I was worried about. Who cares? This should work just fine. Nope, it's not. It's not. I cut it too short. Did I cut it too short? Oh, shit. If I didn't, it's on the border of being way too short. So you have to tuck the wicks. That's going to be a little hot there on the ISO. You have to tuck the wicks just down into those little capture cups right there. That's all there is to it. Might be a little bit loose. I might not have enough cotton in here, which if that's the case, all it's going to do is get floody, gurgly, messy on me. But you know what? Call the cops. Disregard the constable. Let's do some Turkish maize. Let's do some Turkish maize. I'm going to reopen this bottle. I'm going to cut off the melted plastic tip so that I can liquefy this, so I can saturate these coils and this cotton in here. SMM Elevate. Serpent Elevate. And I always liked the other Serpent RDAs that Watofo did. I always liked the Serpent series of RTAs. And Matt did one. Psh, it's just better than the rest. It's just a little bit better than the rest. Me and Matt have, I think, fairly similar styles of vaping. Like our preferred way to vape is very similar. So it doesn't super surprise me that I like this RTA. And I'm hoping that Matt likes my RTA. All right. Well, it's built. It's wicked. I'm going to screw this together. Going to pop the top here. Hope it doesn't flood out like crazy. All right. Pow. There we go, Serpent SMM. Serpent SMM, Matt Cully, suck my mod. If I could ask Matt Cully one question, just one question, I would ask him, do you regret the name of your YouTube channel? Do you? Suck my mod? Suck my mod's one of those things that's like, it's really funny the first time you hear it, and then it gets less funny every time you hear it, and then at the end you're kind of like, it's kind of gross. Like, suck my mod, it's a little bit gross. It's SMM. I'm glad you switched it to SMM, Matt. I'm glad you did. Kevin, I'm doing awesome, man. We're about to vape the Serpent SMM as our retro vape. I can't honestly remember when this came out. I want to say it was 2017. Could have been 2018. This could only be like a year old. This could only be like a year old. Anyway, I'll see if that wicking holds up, but I got a single coil in here. It's sitting on my goat hexome. Airflow is full wide open, filled up with Turkish maize because it's that maize season. Cheers. Here's to you guys. Need some more wattage. Do. Yeah. It's vaping awesome. I can tell that my wicking was inadequate for this. When I take a drag on it, I get liquid in the mouth, and that's how I can tell that A, I either oversaturated it, or B, it's wicking a little bit too efficiently. But it's a really nice restricted lung. Get some really good flavor. This tastes like Turkish maize, Delicious. Nice airflow, single coil banger. Still a great RTA. Still holds up. Let's pair it with some beer. Good. That's honestly a good pairing. I always thought Matt should start, if he started a technology channel, it could just be called Suck My Tech. And that is pretty clever. Suck My Tech. Suck my tech. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mike. It's like Turkish maize minus the horrible, acrid, melted plastic flavor that was on it earlier. You know what? My wicking's holding up. The gurgle went away. It's just nothing but saturated vape. And to me, that is the most important thing in an RTA. That's the most important thing in an RTA is, to me, it always needs to feel saturated. There used to be that thing that would happen where, I used to talk about this a lot in reviews, where it was, oh, it's just on the verge. Like, it's just on the verge of going dry. Like, you can never tell, like, is it about to go dry or is it wet enough to, like, continue vaping? That's the balancing act in RTAs I hate. I want RTAs to be confidently moist all of the time so that I can take long rips on it. Confidently moist. I'm calling that band name, by the way. That is some confident moisture right there. That is confidently moist. Good, really good RTA. Can't say enough good things about this RTA. It's just good. Real easy to build, real easy to wick. A little bit of learning curve with the wicking, but if you've ever used an RTA, you're not going to have any problems with it. You'll know to tuck your wicks down into the little cup there. It's just a flavor banger. It's just a flavor banger, and honestly, I like the aesthetic of it. I don't mind that bubble glass on there, like, really in any capacity. I think that looks very cool. It's very, very clean, which is one thing that I really look for in any vape products. Cleanliness. Clean, sleek, straight lines. Love it. Confident and moist, Scott Jenkins. Confident and moist. Confidently moist. I know. I already called that band name, Danielle. You can't have it. Sorry. Sorry. It looks like a Lego head. Sick boy. It does kind of look like a Lego head, I guess. Let's get it back in focus if we could. This is the Serpent SMM for anybody just joining us. We just did it for a little bit of a retro vape, even though it's not that really much of a retro vape. What I've decided I'm doing with a lot of my retro vapes is I'm just going through old gear. I don't care how old it is. It's just and this is, first world YouTuber problems, I guess. I don't get to spend a long time with products. Unless I really, really enjoy it, it's something that everything in my life in vaping is just temporary. Like, it's just temporary. I use something and I'll use it and I'll use it and I'll use it. And then it's like, well, I literally don't have room on my desk for that right now. So it has to go away and make way for new, cooler things that are coming out. And I want to go back to some of the things that I considered really, really good and things that I really, really enjoyed, and just revisit them and just see if I'm still on the same page as this. I know, I like another bubble glass. Here's the thing. I kind of like those polycarbonate, like plastic bubble glasses that Bogan did for the Bonza. Those like plastic bubble glasses. I like those bubble glasses too. Yeah, asking about the Gen Mod. Ty, Gen Mod is still a daily banger. I've got it topped right now. I'm going to change out the coil head in this. That's why I'm not vaping it. But this is the Mr. Just Right 1 homage sitting on top of the Vapor SO Gen. This was the only regulated mod I took with me to the UK, was the Vapor SO Gen. It's just my daily banger. I just love it. Yeah, I was fiddling around with the airflow on this. Yeah, I'll spend some more time with that guy. But yeah, Serpent SMM holds up. I knew it would, but it still holds up. If you're looking for like a daily banger single coil RTA, the Serpent Elevate, if you can track one down, is just a great, great RTA. Thank you, Danielle Jones. Yeah, smash that like button. If you're here and you're enjoying what you see, you can go ahead and like this video. If you don't enjoy what you see, you can certainly thumbs down the video. They both work kind of the same way. Even if I have a really thumbs down video, it's just as good for my SEO if I have a lot of thumbs up. So pick a button and press it. I miss IRL Matt too. In fact, I'm really excited to get to go see Matt and hang out with Matt, hopefully at the rally. I mean, obviously rallying and yelling and holding up signs, but also I'm going to get to talk to my friends. I'm going to get to talk to Matt. I'm going to get to talk to a lot of people. I think it's going to be great. Okay, so look, we did that. We did retro vaping. We still got some time left. This is great. Let's just quickly do a few more super chats. That's all you get. Sorry, that's all you get. Look, I don't make these rules. All right, we're picking up right where we left off. Gustav, very, very gracious of you. Keeping positive, everybody. Enjoy a beer and don't let the negativity extinguish your fight. Yes. Do not let the negativity extinguish your fight. I got another one from Eifer. The bat looks too much like a goal bat to me. So no, it wouldn't fly. No pun intended in the vapor industry. Ha! From Pokemon. Yes. Yeah, I guess that does look very Pokemon. I know what character you're talking about. I was never a Pokemon guy. In fact, I worked at a 7-Eleven. This isn't getting to know GrimmGreen, but I worked at 7-Eleven for one summer of my life, and we sold Pokemon cards, and every box of Pokemon cards that came in, they were just gone within hours. I've never seen anything like it before. There was just these roving bands of kids that would walk around and just, you guys have Pokemon cards? No, sorry. They'd come back the next day. You guys have any Pokemon cards? No, sorry. We have one little box. They just buy them all. Never seen anything like it. Never played myself. Rio Torx, very gracious of you. The Vaping Glamazon here. I have brain surgery coming up, and that's a scary and sad story, Grim. Sending you giant glam hug and wishing you well. Oh, I'll send you glam hug back. Don't even worry about brain surgery. Don't even worry. You're going to be fine. You're going to be great. Here's my thing with big, complicated surgeries. If you're going in for a big, complicated surgery, the surgeon, that's their job. That's all they do. They are surgeons. It's their specialty. They went to school for years and years and years and practice and years and residencies and a surgeon. And what they do is they're laser focused on their one job, which is surgery on you. That's it. So I take a little bit of comfort in that. It's like the pilot flying my plane. That's his job. He was a military pilot. He's a pilot. He went to school and trained, and that's his job. That's his one job, is to fly your plane, and that's what he's doing. There's some comfort in that. You know, I feel like we can take some comfort in that, Rio Torx. Good luck with your break. Please let me know how it goes. Please let us all know how it goes. Jim Bubba, very gracious of you. Joe Rogan mentioned the flavor ban today on JRE. Yeah, he did. I saw the clip, but I don't know what the context of it was, because they were talking about 30,000 people a day, right? And then he said, oh, that's like, they're trying to ban flavored nicotine products, which is just insane. Like, he mentioned it, dude, but I don't know the context of it, because they went on to continue talking about 30,000 people every day or something like that, higher than the AIDS epidemic at its highest point. He did mention it. He said the words. They are trying to ban flavored vapor products, which is insane. I think he used the word insane. I don't know if he would have said ridiculous. I feel like both of those words he uses kind of interchangeably. Oh, they were talking about fentanyl deaths. 30,000 people a day. 30,000 people a day. They were talking about the opioid epidemic. Okay, I'm going to have to listen to that episode of Joe Rogan. I'll listen to it on the plane tomorrow, because I want to hear the full context of what he said. I'm just glad he said something. That's all I want. You know, that's all I want. I want someone to talk to Joe Rogan about vaping. I would love to do it. It doesn't have to be me. All I want is the conversation to happen. I just want awareness to be brought to our cause. That's all I want. Joe Rogan said it wasn't THC carts that was causing the lung illnesses. He said it was from people vaping 24/7. Well, I mean, he's wrong. That's definitely wrong. That's definitely 100% wrong. Maybe he doesn't have all of the facts. Look, Joe, we could get you the facts. So you know what you're talking about. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why they're trying to ban flavored nicotine products. If you think it's so ridiculous, believe it or not, there is a why behind it. And that why of why they're doing this will blow you away. Blow you away, bro. Blow you away. It's such a shame, too, because I feel like Joe would be really into this subject. I feel like he would be really into it. It's okay. You can only try so much, right? You can only try so many times. It's okay. Neo Strat, very gracious of you, doing a retro vape of my own. Aspire Quadflex Survival Quick Kit rdta. Whoa. Share a toot with me after you read this, brother. Holy crap. Aspire Quadflex Survival Kit rdta. I have not used an rdta probably 4 years, maybe longer. Blackline Builds, very gracious of you. Great having a beer with you at Expo. Best of luck. All the positive thoughts being sent your way for this weekend. Stay strong, everyone. Absolutely, Blackline Builds. Just one of the best dudes in the UK over there. Blackline Builds is. Crimson, to me, high salt Nick is just Nick for the sake of it. No flavor to it. It's like eating a really spicy curry just because it's spicy and not for the taste. Yes. That is a really good way. That is a really good way to describe the salt nicotine. That's spot on. Spot on. Like eating a really spicy curry just because it's spicy, not even for the taste. I definitely agree with that. From the chat, Graham Digital Drops, GrimmGreen, have you seen what Adam22 said about the bans? I have not. Who is Adam22? Is Adam22 Adam Ruins Everything? Because I don't really care for that dude very much. Let me know who Adam22 is. I don't know. What do you want to do? A super chat, a liquid tasting. Let's do a few more super chats. Breezetown, stay strong for those losing their livelihoods. Yeah, it's fucking heartbreaking. It's fucking heartbreaking. Constantly seeing on Twitter, constantly seeing on Instagram, these independent vapor shops that are literally just forced to close at gunpoint. Not actual gunpoint, but metaphorical gunpoint to close their shops. It's heartbreaking that these people put everything into these shops. I mean, could you imagine? There's probably shop owners in here right now, or at least shop owners watching this video. But could you imagine having your job and you're whatever, coffee guy, right? I'm a coffee guy, and this is my job. Oh, look, what's vaping? Oh, look, I found vaping. Oh, look, I quit smoking with vaping. Holy crap. I'm going to open a store and sell these so that more people can come in and quit smoking and start vaping the way I did. Let's take out a big loan. Let's empty out the bank accounts. Let's start a shop. We started a shop. We've had this shop for 5 years. We've helped thousands and thousands of smokers convert over to vaping. We've got this great community, this great vape shop. And then all it takes is one misguided governor that has no clue what they are talking about, using powers that they don't necessarily have to prohibit you, to just ban your product and shut down your store in the matter of days. That is fucking heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. It's criminal what's going on right now. It is criminal what the federal government is doing. It is criminal what the media is doing. And the media will never be held accountable for this. The media will never be held accountable for this. The media reports, like we've seen. Oh, it was THC, it was vaping, and then they cut off. Oh, vaping THC. That's what he was going to say. He was going to say vaping THC, but you, the public news media, you just cut it off after vaping because you want vaping to be the bad word. That's not reporting the news, my friends. That's pushing an agenda. That's telling you how to feel about something, and that's not okay. Sorry I missed that in the chat. Reaper Vapor, what are your thoughts if they do ban vaping, more black market, more people get sick from it? Yeah, I mean, we're not quite there to the news yet. I do want to do the liquid tasting before we get to the full news, and I want to talk about the ban. If and when this ban happens, which it's looking like it's just going to happen, to me, and I'm preparing myself for that. I'm not preparing myself for Trump to get up there and say, only pod systems have a flavor ban, and flavors of nicotine can still be sold in adult vape shops. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but we'll get there when we get there. The ban, I think, is going to happen. Like I said a long time ago, it's going to get worse before it gets any better, but it is going to get better. If you don't think we're making a difference, then you're just wrong, because we are making a difference. We are making our voices heard. We're letting the anger fuel us. We're being loud. We're being intrusive, just like vaping. They're not going to be able to run from the science forever. And we live in America. Liberty and justice for all. I went on a big rant on Tuesday Bro Tuesday. If you want to go back and watch Tuesday Bro Tuesday, I went on a big governmental rant. Religion got mixed in there as well. It was honestly a really good conversation, but we did go on a big rant about this very topic on Tuesday Bro Tuesday, I believe. They have been trying since 2011. They have. You know what? I agree with you, Free Messiah. We are on the right side of history. There's not going to be a lot of people on the right side of history, but we are going to be on the right side of history. Us, and then maybe Iowa Attorney General Tom Miller, my new favorite politician, best bud. I want to hang out with him. I want to interview him. I want to fly to Iowa and interview him for YouTube. I think that would be amazing. RoboCop Hacks, have you seen the new RPM 40 yet? I cannot say that I have. I'm assuming that's a fancy new vapor device. What happens if I Google it real fast? By Smoke. I have not, but it looks like the Vupu Vinci. I'll have to check it out. I appreciate that. Let's do another super chat. Nicholas, got a Grimm kit and a Vulcan and 3. I love it. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. I'm so pumped that you like it. We're going to pick up with Steve Jones the next time we get back over here to the super chats. But what we're going to do right now, you see, I think it's time to taste some liquid. Let's do the damn thing. Boosh. So the liquid I have tonight, like I said, is Prohibition Juice Co. Prohibition Juice Co. And what we're going to be vaping it on is I found my dead goat. I re-wicked it up with some of these wicks called Tough Wicks. Tough Wicks. Picked these up in the UK, and they are weird. It's weird. It's a real weird cotton. It feels... you know when you touch like fleece, like polar fleece or like cashmere or something, and it's softer than you thought, and you're kind of like, whoa, that's really very soft. Like that feels like it's too soft. That's what this cotton feels like. It just feels too soft. It just feels way too soft, and it's real sort of like stringy, and it's like I was wicking my RDA with hair. That's what hair. It felt like I was wicking my RDA with hair. But I got it all wicked. Angela Garrity is telling me to try the Speakeasy instead of the one that I picked out. And the one that I picked out from Prohibition Juice Co. is called, I just thought this was really fitting, and no, I'm doing this one. I'll get to the root beer, Angela Garrity. I give you my word. Who the fuck said wicking with a tampon? Who said that? Out. Get out. Get out. Yeah, I have vaped a tampon wick. Why are you reminding me of that? Don't remind me of that. I'm just kidding. So the liquid that I have picked out, and I promise I will get to that root beer, but the liquid that I have picked out tonight is called Syntax. And with the state of everything, with the climate right now, everything's doing pretty good right now, Thomas. Thank you for coming out, bro. Everything going on right now, the climate of the vape industry, a Prohibition Juice Co. as the company, and Syntax as the liquid, that just felt very, very fitting to me. And also, this is described as a peanut butter custard. So, who knows? I have had one singular decent peanut butter in my life, and it happens to be from my friend Eric from Vinyl and Vapor over there at the Deep Cuts. His PB party is probably the only peanut butter liquid I've had and didn't go, ah, ah. I was kind of like, oh. That was my reaction. It was more of a, oh, oh. Instead of just dry heaving instantly. Just, oh, what is this, peanut butter? So we're going to see how it goes. In fact, I couldn't even tuck these wicks all the way down because I cut them too short for the dead goat. So I'm going to need to do some fancy saturating here. But first things first, let's just give this a knuckle test. Avid pod mod? I have not seen that, Ellis. It tastes pretty good. The knuckle test was honestly pretty good. That's pretty high quality flavor liquid right there. I'm interested to see how it transitions into the vape because, you know, it's never the same. The knuckle test kind of just gives you a little peeky window into like what this liquid is going to taste like. And sometimes those two things just don't line up. You go, wow, you were so good on the knuckle, but what happened in the vape? Like, what happened there? Yeah, I cut these wicks way too short, dude. Way too short. That's okay. That only means that they'll be really good at wicking. These tough wicks, they do not like to take the liquid. It's almost like the liquid just beads off of it. You guys experienced wicks like that before? Like cotton like that? Where it's like, go in the cotton. Be in the cotton, juice. What are you doing out here? I don't want you out here. I want you on the inside of the cotton. Yes. Sorry, I just want to make sure this is nice and saturated. I'm trying to simultaneously saturate this while also trying to tuck these wicks in because I cut them, you know, well, I'm an idiot. I cut them way too short. That's fine. There we go. There we go. All right, Prohibition Juice Co. Bleh. Bleh. All right. So I got my dead goat going. I got the Sparkle Maple drip tip on top from Miss Jess Marie, DHD. Jess Marie, DHD. Peanut butter custard, Prohibition Juice Co. Let's give it a pull. Why? I had so many words I could have said there, and I said pull, and that's weird. Yeah, the Bogan 2700. It's called the Odin. It is a beast. But let's have our inaugural toot here of Prohibition syntax. Oh. That's really interesting. All right, so I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to sit back just with this just for a hot minute and just give it some toots. I'll report back when I'm all done. I need to adjust my wattage back down. So the first thing I'm going to do is this. Wow. Wow, you guys. Wow. Okay, so this is a really good peanut butter. Just a really good peanut butter. I've never had a peanut butter like this. It's not like other peanut butters, and that's one of my most my most hated things that people say. It's one of my most hated things that people say, and you always get it from liquid vendors that are at vape shows. That's what they always say. Whenever any vape show, any liquid vendor that I walk up to at a vape show, oh, what kind of flavors do you have? And they'll go through flavors and they'll be like, we have like a strawberry cereal, but it's not like other cereals. Like, that's their big selling point. We have the same thing that other people have, but it's not like other ones. That's actually true in this case. This is a peanut butter that's not like any other peanut butter I've ever had. It's crazy. It's delicious. Real quickly, I just want to say, Chris Robertson in the chat, Joe Rogan spends too much time stoned. He doesn't even remember his point of view from show to show. I just thought that was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. at that when I was trying this liquid. But it's kind of true, though. That's okay. I could smoke weed with Joe Rogan. We could talk about aliens and vaping. Did aliens bring us vaping? I don't know. You can't disprove that, so it could be true. So back to the peanut butter. This tastes like a peanut butter that's not a creamy peanut butter. It's not a peanut butter that you would scoop or that would be in the center of like a Hershey product. It's not that sweet, creamy peanut butter. What I get from this peanut butter is very much like a Butterfinger style peanut butter. For some reason, the flavor made me feel like this was a crispy peanut butter as opposed to a gooey peanut butter. It's a crispy peanut butter, and I almost get like a little bit of toffee from it. It feels like what this vape's like is if you took a Butterfinger and removed all the chocolate and put that in a blender, and then you took a Heath bar and you removed all the chocolate and you threw that in a blender and you blended it up and then you vaped it. That's what this tastes like. Crispy peanut butter and toffee. That's the way I would describe this. They call it a peanut butter custard. I'm not sure I really get the peanut butter custard. Yeah, shed time with GrimmGreen. Well, that's fine. We'll do it. I'll introduce a new stream that'll be like Mondays at midnight. And it's just shed time with GrimmGreen. It's just shed time with GrimmGreen, and that's what we do. Crispy peanut butter with toffee. That's the overwhelming flavor I get from this. It's a very crispy peanut butter with toffee. In fact, I'm going to try it with the last of my beer here. Cheers. Excellent. 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 That is an excellent pairing. This is an excellent liquid. Dang. I don't know that I've ever tried Prohibition Juice Co. If this peanut butter is anything to go by, I feel like this root beer is going to be exactly what I'm after, exactly what I'm looking for, because this peanut butter is a peanut butter that I will vape way past this liquid pairing, way past this week. This has really taken me by surprise. I give no faith. I have zero credibility. I give zero credibility to any peanut butter liquid. Any peanut butter liquid, I'm already skeptical right out of the gate. I'm already assuming it's going to taste like shit. Even Eric, when he said, I'm working on a peanut butter flavor, I said, I'd like to try it. And even right before I tried it, in my head, I was like, this is probably going to taste like shit. And I'm going to have to tell Eric that his juice tastes like shit. Fortunately, it does not. PB Party is great, and so is this. Crispy peanut butter toffee. That's the description that should be on here, Prohibition. Change it. I'm just kidding. You don't have to change it. But if you do change it, I'd like 50 cents a bottle moving forward. I feel like that's a good business transaction. This is excellent. I'm really surprised by this. I love being taken aback by a liquid or a product or anything. And in this case, it's crispy peanut butter and toffee. crispy peanut butter and toffee. Well, dang. All right, well, Dead Goat has a new home there. On top of that device. Pow! Well, really good liquid pairing. Really good liquid tasting right there. Really good liquid tasting. So one thing that I do want to do is we are going to read some favorite comments of the week this week. I have a few. I just wanted to read them because I feel like we've been ignoring the favorite comments of the week a little bit, and I don't want that to happen anymore. Can I make sure that this still works? All right, still working. No, there it is. Nervous there for a second. A whole screen went black. Did everybody get nervous, or was that just me? All right. Well, now that we got a half hour left, let's finish up these super chats. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Let's talk a little bit about Kellyanne Conway's weird-ass comments. Weird-ass comments. Weird-ass comments that gave me no hope. I know a lot of people were jumping on like, oh, they're going to exempt vape shops. I don't think they are. I don't think they are, and I don't think she knew what she was talking about. It's okay. We'll get there in a second. Let's, okay, that's all you get. Sorry, that's all you get, Super Chats. Steve Jones, very gracious of you. Nick Maddox, very gracious of you. I feel super uncomfortable vaping anything bigger than a 510 cigarette-sized drip tip. You know, I did too for a really long time. I was very resistant to 810s. They were so weird and big, and now I'm kind of the same way. I mean, I use this drip tip. I vape out of the Jafar drip tip. So I like weird drip tips. I'm in your boat too. I'm with you, Nick. I like small cigarette-sized drip tips. Charles, very gracious of you. You convinced me to quit smoking. Thank you. I mean, you're very welcome. You did that part. I just was on YouTube. You have to make that decision. Whenever people tell me that, like, oh, you did this for me, you did this for me, I always say, look, you did the really hard part. You're the one that had to make the decision to change, make that choice, research it, get on YouTube, absorb information, make the purchase. Like, you have to do all the hard stuff. I have the funnest part of that transaction. You guys have the hardest part of that transaction because you have to put in the work for it. But you're very, very welcome, Charles. You're very, very welcome. Go look at the SMM tweet on Twitter about Joe Rogan. What, right now? All right. Here we go. Maybe it'll be at the very top. Nope. It's not at the very top. That's a bummer. Let's search for Matt Cully. What did you have to say? Let's see. That's about Scott. Listening to Joe Rogan on my flight. He finally says something about vaping and he thinks flavor bans are stupid. Now do a show on it, Jamie Vernon's. It's an interesting topic and many of us are willing to chat. Yes, absolutely. Any of us, all of us are willing to chat. We are all willing to chat. I'm going to retweet that. That's my favorite thing. I'm going to retweet a Matt tweet. That's my favorite thing to do. All right, let's get back to these super chats. Rio Torx, I heart plasma tank capped Kennedy 24 on a Hexome 3. Yes. Kennedy 24 Hexome 3. Yes. Michael, very gracious of you. Nothing to say. This was free, so enjoy. All right. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate that. Lethal Coils, very gracious of you. Joe, hey, Nick, I am the owner of Prohibition Juice Co. The liquid is called 18th Amendment. Ha ha ha. 18th Amendment started Prohibition. Damn that font. You'll have some headed your way for sure. Wait, what? No, this says syntax, and this says speakeasy. Oh, 18th Amendment. That's what I thought was the 10th Amendment. All right. Okay, you got me. You're right. I'm wrong. You're smart. I'm dumb. You're attractive. I'm not as good looking. I can't take credit for that. That's Adam Sandler. Syntax, though, Joey. Syntax. Vape it. Awesome. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Ryan Life. Very gracious of you. Didn't say anything. Boom. I'll bump your fist right there. Barbara, that's my cousin, everybody. A pic of you and Grandpa made me smile and cry. Today was your Aunt Laura's birthday and the day she died. Oh, Oh, I'm so sorry, Barbara. I love you. I miss Laura all the time. Laura was my aunt. She was great. Happy birthday, Laura. Happy birthday. Dustin Sals, very gracious of you. Whoops. What the heck happened there? Whoa. Bunch of super chats just appeared. Whoa. There's Joe. Nope. Whoa, a bunch of super chats just appeared. There we go. Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. Dustin, very gracious of you. Yo Grim, by the way, sorry you never heard again from the Atmosphere Squash Instagram account. I kind of lost the password, but I'm planning on bringing it back. Atmosphere Squash was great. I should bring Atmosphere Squash back. Atmosphere Squash was funny as hell, and that was funny as hell, Dustin. Lethal Coils, big love, Nick. Looking for a hearty handshake and a brew in DC if you can. We got boxers. You got boxers. I'll be there, Lethal Coils. We'll try to get a beer round with as many people as we possibly can. Eifer, very gracious of you. Totally going to try and make Kent boxers and send them to you. Eifer's on it. He's going to make Kent boxers. Jeannie, Grim, you'll be proud to know I haven't sent any mean tweets recently. Not yet, anyway. That's fine. You know what? I had to reel Homeboy OC in a little bit with his trolling, you know. The occasional mean tweet, look, if you're a consumer and you're just pissed off, mean tweets, I don't care. You know, politicians and these health committee members, they generally respond better to just like robot speak, you know, just no inflections, just facts. And that's what they associate with. Just robot speak. Joey, back again. Also, we vape, we vote. Thank you for all you do, Nick. You as hyped for The Mandalorian as I am because Star Wars? Shit, yeah, I'm hyped for The Mandalorian. Hell yeah, I'm hyped for The Mandalorian. I already have my Star Wars Rise of Skywalker weekend all planned out. I got tickets. I got plans. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm so pumped for Star Wars. It's one of the few things right now on the horizon, really, truly, like something I'm really looking forward to. Jeannie, very gracious of you. People misconstrued what Rip was trying to say. Watch the video more carefully next time and pay more attention to what he's saying. Yeah, absolutely. I think that was on both parts. I think Rip was just so, you can see how frustrated it is and see how fired up he is. I think it was, Rip kind of getting through what he was trying to say and people trying to, decipher what angry Rip is trying to say. I didn't take anything he said personally. Of course not. Red Prep Net, very gracious of you. The Tree of Liberty must be refreshed from time to time. Thomas Jefferson, a great man. Stop corrupt government. We vape, we vote. Yeah. Stop corrupt government. Someone else very great said, I can't remember it. I'm going to butcher this guy's quote, about disobeying unjust laws, how it's your duty to disobey unjust laws. Rip needs to stop chucking puppies, though. Rude and mean, Jeannie. Josh, very gracious of you. As a vape shop employee, I'm anxious this week, but I'll always love the industry and Grim. Oh, thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. You know what? We're all a little bit anxious. We've all been a little bit anxious this week. We've all been a little bit anxious this week. We're trying to bring us down. Whatever you need to do. You want to have some cannabis cast. You want to have some shed time. You want to have a beer. Just melt your stress away. Just relax, meditate, focus, do whatever you need to do. Because your anxiety is just going to go back up and back down and back up. And it's like a roller coaster ride. David Moore Jr., very gracious of you. Can I get a shout out to my girlfriend, Patty? 1 month, no smoking. Finally got her to switch. Absolutely, Dave Moore. Shout out to Dave Moore's girlfriend, Patty. 1 month, no smoking. Jeannie, one more time. By the way, my birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jeannie. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Jeannie. Happy birthday to you, Jeannie. Eileen, keep it up. That's for Beecher more than anybody else. Keep it up. Thank you, Eileen. Dwayne Riggins called the White House recently and they hung up. I've been hearing lots of different stories about people calling and going straight to a message, people calling and getting hung up on, people calling and actually getting to talk to a person, which is fantastic. Keep calling. Just be relentless. That's something I've been trying to, push this entire time since September 11th. Just be relentless. When the next day comes, continue. When the next day comes, continue. When the next day comes, continue. I don't honestly think that they were prepared for how well mobilized, how well educated, and how loud we can possibly be. I don't think that they were prepared for that in any capacity. And the fact that we continue to fight, and we continue to call, I think they're being blindsided, truly and honestly. I think that's the only reason why Kelly, whatever face, said what she said earlier at that press conference. Michelle Lynn, first time viewer here. Great show. Stay lit, fam. All right. Hey, Michelle Lynn, you stay lit as well. Bradley Chase, very gracious of you. Thanks for all you do. I send one of these for every vlog, but just one you have to accept. No need to thank me. Just accept it. You're very welcome, Bradley. You're very welcome. I will graciously accept your money. Absolutely. I accept it. Thank you. You're welcome. Let's do the damn thing. Crimson, it's currently 1:30 a.m. and I have to open up my vape shop at 6:45. Still up to watch the stream. Vape life. Crimson, that's called dedication. You know, the rest of you guys would have something to learn from Crimson over here. Of course, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much, Crimson. You don't have to stay up this late. The vlog is available on a replay as well that you can watch or listen to. Ifer, very gracious of you. All right, Nick, got to go, but I'll catch the replay. Peace out, Ifer. Talk at you soon. LCC1212 Levi, your vlogs are great. I've been binge watching past vlogs. Awesome stuff, bro. I've been vaping over a year now. You and Rip have helped me out a lot. Awesome. Welcome to vaping. I'm glad we were able to help out. Rio Torx, RTA Fire is Plasma Tank review on my channel. RTA Fire is Plasma Tank review on my channel. All right. Well, now you're going to give me homework to do? You're going to make me watch YouTube videos? Thomas Crow, did you put your boxers in my $2 box? You want boxers in your $2 box, Thomas Crow? Because if you do, I could certainly send over some boxers. That's weird. No, I'm not going to do that. I take that back. I take that back, Thomas Crow. Josh, very gracious of you. Just because vaping is awesome. Yeah, just because vaping is awesome. Cody, awesome. Yo, wishing everybody good luck tomorrow. Stand your ground for the love of vaping. Wish I could be there. Wish you could be there too, Cody. We need as many people as we can get over there. You tweeted me, TracyKate99. I'm doing something, not everything, something. Thank you. You are the bomb. Yes, I tweeted you, TracyKate99. You are doing something. And that's something, it's not even my saying. That's Kevin Skipper used to say, you don't have to do everything, but you do have to do something. You do have to do something, Tracy. I really appreciate that. Randy, very gracious of you. You got Odin 304 and you're stoked. Laura, very gracious of you. Loving your show since 2009. Saw you're interviewed with the doctor. Wish I knew you guys personally. I'm a nurse and would have torn her butt up for our fellow vapers. Keep on keeping on. Hope DC goes well. I hope DC goes well too. I really do. And I don't doubt that you would have torn up that doctor. And honestly, it took a lot in me not to just yell at her because she was so wrong about so many things. So many things. So many things. Where are we at here? Joe, very gracious of you. Fuck me, I'm late. Well, that's your fault, man. That's on you, bro. I'm just kidding. You're welcome anytime. Lindsay Smith, very gracious of you. Nick, I'm a 10-year vapor and I've been watching your videos along the way. Thank you for all you do. I live in Washington and I'm putting a build on the gita'rta RTA, and no matter what Jay Inslee says, I will keep on vaping. You know, Jay Inslee, here, let me show you this funny picture. I accidentally took a screen capture of Jay Inslee, and I think it's so hilarious that I just kept it. I just kept it, and I never knew what I would use it for. What's up, Jay Inslee? Jay. I don't know why I kept that. I just thought that was so hilarious. I was trying to do something, you know, like, I don't know, with the keyboard, and I accidentally took a screenshot of the whole screen, and the video just got there. Hi, I want to ban vaping. I'm Jay Inslee. I want to ban vaping. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. For British eyes only, Safe Tea Knife makes a comeback. See you in DC. I'll see you there, sir. Bring out the dot mod. I will. I am going to bring out those old dot mod RTAs, or RDAs rather. You know, back when dot mod was awesome, that's the vape stuff I'm going to bring out from dot mod. Crimson, what do you think about knockoff juice brands? For example, Zebra e-liquid just stole the entire Just Juice flavor line and stole Unruly branding. Yeah, I mean, that's shitty. It's a shitty thing to do, but that's really, I mean, I would say I wouldn't support it. And if I saw a liquid company that had knockoff labels, then I'd be like, that's stupid, and I'd buy the originals. Unfortunately, not everybody, I guess, would realize that. So that kind of has to be, I guess, between them and whoever they're ripping off. That's something that has kind of happened a lot in vaping. I mean, I've had my RDAs cloned. Everybody's had their RDAs cloned. I've had products cloned. And now it's a liquid, apparently, that's getting cloned. And that's a bummer. I would say that's a huge bummer. Prohibition riding shotgun equals end game tears for vaping. Really? All right. I'm going to go get some riding shotgun and give it a shot there. Tattoo Man. Me and my brother both switched to vaping because of your videos 5 years ago. Thank you so much. That's my pleasure, Tattoo Man. It's all my pleasure. I appreciate that. I'm glad. I'm so thankful that you switched. So thankful that you switched. How's the flavor on Joel's new homage? It's good. It's shockingly good. It's a really good flavor. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around the airflow because it's very restricted. Joel hit me up on Instagram and said it was supposed to be more of like a mouth to lung type of thing. So I tried to close down the airflow. It's not, I don't know, it's kind of not quite there for me just yet, but I'm going to spend some more time with it. Smiderman saw that super chat coming a mile away. Nice hat. That's right. Queen City Vapes out of Canada right there. Mike Smiderman. We're fighting a potential flavor ban in Saskatchewan here. They passed a bill in 1 day. What the fuck? Anyway, put this towards the cause. It's going towards the cause, bro. Appreciate that, Smiderman. Michelle, I did the hard work, but you are a damn fine inspiration. Well, look, if that's what I can do, if I can inspire people to make the change, if I can inspire people to become active, then I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with doing that. Definitely okay with doing that. I'm just going to hang out for a second. We're going to get to the rest of these super chats after the vlog is over. Like after I wanted to quickly look. I didn't make a video for this because it got announced a few days ago, and it still is a really unsure thing. But Kellyanne, can't remember her name now. I said her name way too many times. Kellyanne Connor? Kellyanne... Why can't I remember her name? Line? Someone help me out in the chat. Kellyanne Conway? Is that her name? Kellyanne Conway? I'm just going to call her Kellyanne because I think her name is Kellyanne. Yeah, Kellyanne. Kellyanne Conway. So Kellyanne Conway goes out there and you're very welcome, Timothy. I appreciate that. That's very, very cool. So Kellyanne, there you go, Conway. Thank you, Matt Sinister. Kellyanne Conway. She goes out. She does this whole press junket little thing. A lot of what she's saying doesn't really make any sense. She's using verbiage wrong. She did say one thing, though, that kind of everybody, including a lot of news media outlets, jumped on saying, saying that vape shops could be exempt from this flavor ban. And that's the thing that everybody's been running with. I've seen YouTubers doing it. They've got videos like flavor ban's defeated. The flavor ban has stalled. The vape shops will be exempt from the flavor ban. And there's no reason to celebrate right now. There is literally zero reason to celebrate right now because I don't think Kellyanne Conway knew what she was talking about at all. Not even a little bit. Not even the slightest bit. We know from experience that the White House, that politicians, that public health committee members, that board of supervisors, they're all really intensely and criminally out of touch with what even vaping or e-cigarettes or nicotine liquid vaping is. They're just ignorant to the whole subject, and they don't seem willing to learn at all or go out and, engage. Go to a vape shop. Go to a vape shop and talk to the owners. Go to a vape shop and talk to the owners. Of course they're not doing that. Why would they do that? That would only give them more knowledge and more understanding on the subject. They're so completely ignorant to it and so completely out of touch that what Kellyanne Conway said makes no sense. Someone asked about the flavor ban, and she said something. I don't have the video. She said something about that nothing's been decided yet, and we need to make the distinction because e-cigarettes are different from vaping and vape shops. That's what she said. E-cigarettes are different than vaping and vape shops, which isn't necessarily true, but it's also not really necessarily wrong. And just that sentence alone, that little phrase, shows two things. A, still very, very out of touch with the technology, still very, very out of touch with vaping, what any of this is, still very, very out of touch with all of that. But it also showed that, at least what it showed me, was that maybe at least they're trying to decipher what's going on. And it seems weird to say that they're trying to do it considering that all of these meetings got canceled. All of these meetings that were supposed to happen with the White House got canceled. So no vapers or organizations or the VTA or nobody got to go talk. Nobody got to have their meetings. They're making this decision without the input of the constituents that it directly affects, which I believe is unconstitutional. I'm not sure. That might be unconstitutional. She was also jaw mash. She was also, maybe she was talking about how she thinks the FDA doesn't have jurisdiction over vaping. She said the FDA has jurisdiction over e-cigarettes, but not jurisdiction over vaping. And so instantly the FDA went on offense and said, Kellyanne Conway is wrong. We absolutely do have jurisdiction over vapor products. And so now there's this back and forth internally, but who has jurisdiction over what? The FDA has jurisdiction over some of it. All of it? I don't know. FTC, they could have jurisdiction over some of this as well. ATF, it's in their name, tobacco. They might have jurisdiction over some of this. And just the fact that she said, we need to distinguish e-cigarettes are different from vaping and vape shops. That doesn't lead me to believe that vape shops would be exempt from any sort of flavor ban. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I don't think that's the case. And I'm so torn on this. I am so torn on this subject because there's two ways that this can go. And these are the only two ways that I can actually see this going. Hang on, I'll get to this rant in a second. Timothy, is it possible to get a link for the Cool Kids sign up? You have to just go to the Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/GrimmGreen. I think all of the tiers are full right now. But you could go check. I think that there's two things that are going to happen from this. Let's say possibly three things. The first thing that can happen is what we all think is going to happen, which is the Trump administration, the Trump White House, and the Trump FDA are going to call for a nationwide flavor ban on everything except tobacco and menthol flavors. Done. Cut and dry. No exemptions. That's option A. Option B is flavor ban nationwide, but open vapor, which I'm very confident they don't know what that is, but open vapor vape shops, adult only vape shops would be exempt from this. So that's really option number 2. And that's a really great option, but I'm worried about that option. That option actually scares me. Because if Trump does this, if the Trump administration and the Trump FDA do this nationwide flavor ban, except vape shops, tobacco Free Kids, Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, and the Truth Initiative are not going to be okay with that. They're already not okay with even just the rumor that they might get an exemption. Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids today, they blocked me on Twitter, or was this yesterday? Matt posted it, or Moira Gilchrist posted it. Someone posted it. Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids. Donald Trump should not exempt vape shops from this flavor ban. Kids, 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 kids. So we might be able to have an exemption for vape shops, although I don't know that that's going to happen. But if that happens, not only are we going to be relentlessly attacked by Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids and the Truth Initiative, but I get, ready? Where's my tinfoil hat? Hi, tinfoil hat. Let's put that on. Here's option 3. Nationwide flavor ban on everything except tobacco and menthol. Vape shops are exempt. Then in 2020, when we get possibly a new administration, maybe not, but possibly a new administration, I have the feeling that a Democratic president, especially if it's Mike Bloomberg, because he announced he's running. He's trying to start running. He's starting in Alabama. Michael Bloomberg, the billionaire anti-vaping Michael Bloomberg, is running for president. He's going to try to run for president. So if we get a Democratic, regulate and tax Democratic person in there, I get the feeling that what they're going to try to do is try to undo everything that Trump did, because that's what they do. And I think this, if we get an exemption, I think this is going to be one of the first things that a new administration is going to try to reverse and change. And I don't want that to happen. And that's my tinfoil hat. I think the next administration, they're just going to get in there and they're going to hate Trump so much that regardless of what he did was good for America or negative for America, I feel like that doesn't matter to them. I feel like they just want their way for America. And they're going to try to undo everything that Trump did, including the possible exemption that we may or may not get from this flavor ban. That's the 3 ways it's going to go. And the second option is really the best option. But if the second option happens and we have an administration change in 2020, option number 2 will probably go away. I mean, I hate to be that pessimistic, but it's Trump. And people's hate for Trump is palpable. I've never seen anything like it before, in spite of good things he's doing. And look, I'm not Trump fan 99. We talked about politics on Tuesday Bro Tuesday. If you want to know my political beliefs, you're going to have to watch Tuesday Bro Tuesday, because I'm not going to go through the whole thing again. But people are so blinded with anger that even if Trump makes this good decision, and now I'm just repeating myself, I think they're going to try to undo it. I think they will try to undo it. And that just honestly shines a light on everything that is wrong with American politics. It's never what is in the best interest of the citizens. It's never what's in the best interest of smokers. It's what's in the best interest of the politicians, because they know better than you about what's good and bad for you. You don't get to decide how you quit smoking. I know you said you quit smoking with a root beer flavor. That doesn't matter to us. You don't get to decide how you quit smoking. I think that's what's going to happen. Well, it's 6:31 here, and this is officially the end of the vlog. For anybody watching on the replay, if you want to duck out early, I don't blame you. We're just going to be answering some super chats, but there could be some good conversations along the way. I don't want to go too far past 6:30, but I do really want to get to the rest of these super chats, because everybody that super chatted deserves to get heard. And I said we were going to do favorite comments of the week, but that looks like it just might not happen there. Looks like it just might not happen. So I'm going to go ahead and read the last of these super chats, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for 2 hours. I know it's a big it's a big ask for you guys to hang out with me for 2 hours, but I really, really, very truly appreciate it. If you're taking off now, I love you guys. I'll see you at the rally. I'll see you there at the rally. Exactly. After May 22nd, exemptions won't even matter. But that's the thing. If vape shops get this exemption, then they would also have to be exempt from the PMTA process, right? Wouldn't they have to be? I feel like they would have to be. Maybe, maybe not. I feel like they would have to be. I'll see you all at the rally. Let's get back to some of these super chats, you guys. Okay, wait, I didn't do the bumper. That's all you get. All right, Adam Rose, very gracious of you. I'm sad I never got to try Donut Pounder. You should be sad because Donut Pounder was rocking. Danielle tells me no, that they would not be exempt from a PMTA. Interesting. I feel like if they're getting an exemption, then they don't. I mean, so it's kind of the same thing with like supplements, right? Like you can go into a GNC and buy all sorts of crazy supplements, but all of them say that these have not been approved by the FDA and this is not meant to treat or diagnose any medical condition and blah, blah, blah. It's got that big warning on there. I see no reason why that would be ineffective with vapor products, especially with open vapor products. It could be, look, this is not evaluated by the FDA. This has nicotine in it. It's addictive. There you go. That's all you need to know. This would only be an exemption on enforcement before the May deadline. Interesting. Thank you, Danielle, for that clarification. You know, I need to talk to Danielle Jones more about advocacy. Thank you, Danielle, for that clarification. Interesting. You're sad you never got to try Donut Pounder, Adam? You should be sad. I'm just kidding. That is a bummer because Donut Pounder was pretty rocking. Here's the thing. I don't want to say too much. Don't count Donut Pounder out of the game completely yet. Just not just yet. Supplements are still regulated by the FDA, exactly, but so is vaping. So are all of before I closed my liquid company, all of our flavors were regulated by the FDA. All of our recipes were on file with the FDA. You have to do FDA registrations, like what is it, every 5 months, every 6 months you have to re-register. So vaping is regulated by the FDA. This is an FDA regulated product. What they put on supplements is more along the lines of, the FDA, what is that verbiage that they use? This hasn't been examined or promoted or something approved by the FDA. The whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. All right. Will 0 milligram liquids be okay so some can add nicotine? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know, and I don't think so. I'm sorry I don't have a better answer for you, Rio Torx. All I can say is I don't know, but I don't think so. Rick, very gracious of you. Hey, Nick, heading out for DC in the morning on behalf of my shop, M&M Vapers from Wisconsin. See you there. Rick C137 out. I'll see you there, Rick. I'm leaving early tomorrow morning as well. Can't be in DC, but I'll be blowing up the phone lines. Hope you get the chance to try the Innokin MVP 5 mod with the Ajax tank. It's awesome. Yeah, I just talked to Innokin today, actually. Anthony, very gracious of you. There's the quote I'm looking for. If a law is unjust, a man is not only right to disobey it, he is obligated to do so. I don't know about you. Feels pretty unjust to me. There you go, Danielle. Thank you. They are not approved to treat or diagnose any medical issues. I think that would be fine for open vapor systems. Be regulated for safety by the FDA, and then that's it. And then it's adult choice. Thank you, Anthony. That's the quote. Matt Sinister, Kellyanne is telling us her alternative facts. Yeah, man, that was just weird. What a weird, that was just so weird. I can't get over how weird that was. I don't know. So why is YouTube doing that thing where I can't see the last super chat? That's really bizarre. Pole C, very gracious of you. Go fight for flavors globally. Make the people power revolution happen in the USA. We're trying. We're trying. And like I said, I am pumped. I think this rally is going to be one of those critical, pivotal moments. Like I said before, I think a year from now, we're going to look back at the rally as one of the big monumental events, one of the big turning points of this whole tobacco control discussion. I think the rally. Oh, I'll be watching. That's what she said after this. Actually, I have to edit a podcast after this. That's super boring. Whoopie daddy, whoopie diddy. Love what you do, brother. Love what you do, whoopie daddy. There's your fist bump right there. And Attila, I cannot see your super chat. It simply will not show it to me, and I don't know why. All I can do is go to your channel, but it literally cuts off your name and cuts off your thing at the bottom, and I can't scroll any lower. And I think there's one actually underneath you too that I can't get to. Why does it do this? Wow, that is so obnoxious. All right, I'm sorry. I can't read your last super chat there at $5. Attila, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I think that's it. I think that wraps up the super chat. So let me just let me take one quick look here and make sure I didn't forget anything. That's right, just the very last of my beer. Pow. All right. Well, you guys, damn, this has been a good vlog. I got a little bit of rage sweat going, but that's okay. So here's the words I want to leave you with. I'll see you at the rally. Like I said before, this rally is going to be huge. I'm going to be live streaming it on Instagram. I'm going to be live streaming it on YouTube. Obviously, different parts of it. Can't stream both places at once, but I am going to stream some of the protest. Protest as much of the rally as I can on my YouTube as well as on Instagram. I want the people that can't be there to feel like they are there. This is a huge moment for us, you guys. It's going to be cold, so dress warm. They say you should bring a backpack because you're not allowed to put things on the ground. You're not allowed to set things on the ground. So make sure you have pockets or a backpack. November 9th, 12 to 4 p.m. at the Ellipse, 1400 Pennsylvania Avenue. We are going to be there. This is it. This is what we're building to. This is going to be the big moment. This is going to be the big show of our numbers. And this is going to be our message of we vape and we vote. This is an adult freedom choice issue. And I said this before, and I said it to that doctor on In Focus, California. I see no reason why I can buy birthday cake flavored vodka, but I can't go to an adult only vape shop and buy strawberry flavored nicotine in order to keep me off of deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes. It's my pleasure to advocate for you, Timothy, because I know you'll do the same thing for me. I know that anybody would do the same thing for me. We're all in this together. I feel so pumped. I feel so excited for this rally. I think it's going to be, like I said, I think it's going to be a monumental event, and I can't wait. This is our time. This is our moment. I've said this before, but we are the revolution, damn it. We are the revolution. And no matter, thank you guys. Seriously, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. That's What She Said is on. The Vape team is on. I'll be editing a podcast. I got nothing but love for you guys. Remember to be excellent to each other. And remember that no matter what any crooked politician tells you, especially Mike Bloomberg, you keep on vaping, you guys. Let's keep on vaping. Oh, wow. I switched over to Tuesday, bro. Tuesday. What? What stream? I don't know. It's Tuesday, bro. Tuesday, apparently. Nope. I'm messing all up here. There it is. There it is. What was that? Welcome back to Tuesday, bro. Tuesday, you guys. Anyway, that's what I got for everybody. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you in Washington, D.C. And remember, no matter what any crooked politician tells you, especially Mike Bloomberg, damn it, you keep on vaping.